Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to do the oral presentation on welfare home and old parents. My name is SRIRAAM, son of Ramaya, along with my partner HEMMUNIS, son of Kunalan. We are from course section D81A. Today, we would like to thank our lecturer, Puan Nur Aini, for giving us such an opportunity to to in- to be here today. So we will before we begin, allow us to introduce ourselves, starting with my partner first.
Good morning, madam. My name is HEMMUNIS, son of Kunalan. My matrix number is 01D80 F211028.
And myself, my name is Sriram, son of Ramaya, with matrix number 01D8021F1039. So I would like to ask you, do you know what a welfare home is, my respected audience? Do you know why there are welfare homes in this hectic world? And do you know why most of the elderly parents are residing in old people's welfare homes? So, well, on this blessed, beautiful, and glorious day, we are going to talk about welfare home and old parents, and how does elderly parents end up left at welfare homes. In let is letting the elderly parents live in an old people's home a thing that blesses the lives of adult children? How many children in this era of globalization are willing to care for or love their elderly parents with a sincere heart? Harmonies, allow me to start first with our first point, please.
Sure, you may.
Thank you. So, dear honorable audience, first and foremost, my talk point would be on how the welfare homes exist and who are the people who are responsible in the welfare homes management normally. Okay, so you may be wondering the reason for us to know about these welfare homes. This is said so because welfare homes such as nursing homes are one of the platforms that help the community maintain the welfare of the community. Therefore, as caring and responsible citizens, we need to be sensitive to know about such welfare homes so that we can also provide affordable assistance to those responsible for managing welfare homes. So normally, welfare homes are managed by non-governmental NGO or wealthy individuals with the assistance and donations of family members, friends, and community. Usually, young people today lack knowledge about such welfare homes because they do not have the need or desire to know it themselves, and not even exposed to information about these welfare homes because of the attitude of parents who are also not sensitive to the current issues among the society. I have an example of a story about an elderly woman being left by the side of the road without anyone's care for 12 hours. The senior citizen gave a statement to the media after being found by an NGO that help citizens like this. The NGO gave the statement about this, and the old woman stated that for the 12 hours, she waited by the roadside for the first 2 hours in the hope that her son would return to pick her up, but she was tired of waiting and walked to a bus stop. But no one paid attention to her. Many young people, even adults, saw her there, but no one was brave to or care to help until the NGO got information from the local police about the senior citizen being there all alone for the 12 hours. From this, we can clearly see that most of people are not concerned or they are not sensitive about welfare homes or the welfare of the elderly parents because they think that their own problems are the biggest problem in the universe, while many others are actually facing many issues that we ourselves cannot imagine and are not willing to commit such a betrayal to our parents who gave birth and raised us without any shortcomings. My dear audience, the talk leads us to the second point on why society is now not sensitive or exposed to the information about welfare homes and these aging parenting issues. So, we will start our second point with the reasons. So, one of the reasons societies are not sensitive with these issues of aging parents is the development of globalization now that dampens the critical thinking of the global community until forget manners and character as a human being. This is because humans are now more loyal to their gadgets, such as than the people around them, just for the sake of being busy with their respective affairs like their career and their education though. Whereas the society now itself does not have a sense of humanity to take note of current issues involving the abuse of the soul and the feelings of the elderly committed by their own children. Moreover, society is now so busy chasing their own time and dreams that they forgot to think of less fortunate people like most elderly parents nowadays. This is because of the attitude of not caring about anything that happens to others if oneself is happy with their respective families. Like they don't care about others, they only care about themselves, their happiness, their life. That's it, you know. From here, we can notice that society at this time, whether young one or adults, does not care at all about anything that happens to the people around them because of the presence of certain parties who care as in the situation of the welfare home, its role and the issue of these elderly parents. Society nowadays think that welfare homes are there to care about the old people, old parents, old folks. So they think that they don't have the need to know about the old parents' issues. But actually, it is not good. We as a society, we should know what is happening around us, no matter what issue it is. So, dear respected audience, the talk moves to the next point on the sacrifices that parents might have done for their respective children. So, what are the sacrifices that parents have done for their children's welfare? One of the sacrifices that parents have done for their children is parents have raised up their children with a good manners and behavior without complaining or counting about anything. This is because parents believe that raising their children with good behavior and no flaws is their responsibility as parents. Furthermore, parents have sacrificed their best decisions for children's life and accepted own decisions for their children most of times. This is because parents firmly believe that experience is the best teacher in their children's life, you know. So they let their children make own decisions most of the time so that children could learn to deal with a variety of difficult situations in life. From this, we can see that parents are willing to allow their children to make up own decisions. You know, still they have never allowed their children to feel lonely during the difficult times. Parents always been present whenever children needed them. As a result of this, parents have clearly demonstrated that they are always loving, caring, and responsible. They are always there for their children. So, now I'll call upon my respected partner, HEMMUNIS, to continue with our presentation.
Thank you, SRIRAAM. Dear honorable audience, I will explain about some of all parents reason all parents are left away at the welfare home by their children nowadays. In my opinion, one of the reason all people are left in all people welfare homes is because the children's daily routine are so busy and packed with career matters that they don't have much time to spend with their own parents. As a result of this situation, the heart of all undescriptive parents may be very sad, and they may feel as if they are a burden to their grown children now, and they may feel as if they are no longer needed by their children as they are used to be when they are children when small again. As a result, the elderly parent decide to stay in old people welfare homes to relieve their children's burden. Even though the children believe they are the one who must care for their elderly parents. As a result also, in such case, the children have no choice but to fulfill their parent wish to stay at all people welfare home, and a fee will be charged for good attention at the welfare home. Aside from that, there are some avaricious adult children who believe their elderly parents are burdened on their life and want to get rid of them. As a result, there are cases where elderly parents are purposefully left in public places such as hospitals, public roads, or in front of old people welfare homes. Even though the parent would prefer that their children care for them, when parents are adopted by their own children into giving up their parent asset such as their home, land, or saving, and then abandoned at an old people home with nothing. The situation becomes more dire. From the detail, we can clearly see the reason old people are left away at the welfare home by their children nowadays. In some situations, because the parents' own decision to stay at the welfare home to ease their children's daily life routine. While in some situations, the old parents are forced to stay at welfare home as their children ignore them. So sad to hear all these issues that occur nowadays. Next, I am going to discuss whether it is justified to leave all your old parent at an old folk home. In my opinion, it is practical justified to leave parent in an old folk home after a wise decision with tolerance among both children and parent. This is done to avoid the elderly and parent to perceive themselves as a burden to their children's life routine, which will be jam-packed with career issues and to cause themselves to stress to not receiving enough attention from children who supposed to look after the welfare of the parent, earn a living for the family, and constantly improve their performance in career as well for the interest of society and the country. As a result, the decision to place elderly in a nursing home is highly justified for them to receive attention in terms of their physical, mental, and also emotional health, as their daily routine will be denser if they live there. They can also socialize with other parents and spend a good and quiet time there instead of being bored at home, forcing themselves their emotion and feeling to stay alone at home just to be with their children, who are busy with daily routine packed with career and family issues. But there are situations where it is not justified to leave parent in an old folk home if the parent don't agree to stay at the home. It is because children cannot force all parents to live at their welfare home if they are not willing to. This is said so because children have responsibility to understand and respect their old parent feeling, emotion, love toward their children as a parent that have done a lot of sacrifice to raise up their children. Parents also always give opportunity to their children welfare more than their own staff feeling and career. From the explanation, we can see that the children must think wisely and take a wise decision about leaving parent at the welfare home. This is because the agreement and will of the old parent is important so that they can accept the decision to stay at the welfare home. So leaving or not leaving the old parent at the welfare home is the decision that should be made together by parent and children to avoid misunderstanding among them. Dear honorable audience, the talk leads us to the next focus on the point next need care that provided by the welfare home for the old parent at time. We should aware of this so we as a society could play a specific role in helping welfare homes perform and their responsibility in a perfect and orderly manner. First, we should know that welfare home can provide more caring and affection toward elderly parent. This is because being a care toward the senior citizen is one of the welfare home responsibility toward society and the nation. For instance, when children leave their elderly parent in a welfare home, the welfare home play a role as a guardian and take care of their emotion and also feeling very well. Also, we must aware that the welfare home can be more sacred in all parent health issue. This is because the welfare home administration will provide services to bring elderly parents to regular health check-up to keep track of their health progress. From this, we can clearly notice that the welfare home could manage to provide better care and affection for the all parents at this time. This is so as children nowadays are busy with their respective responsibility toward their family and career until fell asleep to care for the welfare of their elderly parent. So welfare homes can be an alternative platform to show care and affection toward the senior citizen who has made a great job in rising up the new generation who well educated and rich with many good quality to serve for the society and the nation. Dear my audience, let us wrap up. As you can see, welfare homes playing a vital role nowadays in our life. So, as a responsibility citizen, we should contribute our part to help this welfare home so that they can accomplish their responsibility well for society and our nation. We should imagine that what will happen to abandoned all parents if there are no welfare home in the world. So, as a responsibility children, we must be responsible to plan our time wisely for quality and precious moment with our elderly so that they will always be happy and grateful to all might for being with us until they are as old as our parent, whether our elderly parent live with us at home or all parent welfare home. We should always remember how hardship that the angel in the house has faced to raise her children as a successful person in life. That's all from us. Thank you for lending your ears and being a loyal audience until the end of the section. We will be happy to answer any doubt of you. So, we assume that this is the end of today's wonderful talk. Thank you.